In this episode of Mailtime, a web shop for mosquito nets, which looks really nice, an agency website that focuses on conversions with a very cool 3D animations, and a taxi service with also a quite creative design. Welcome back to Mailtime, the show where we take a look at projects from the community. Whether it's a client project, your own website, or just an exercise project, it doesn't matter. And it also doesn't matter what tool you use. Whether you use a page builder like Elementor, Bricks, even the WordPress Gutenberg builder, or if you're really modern, an AI tool like Lovable to make your website. It doesn't matter. We're gonna take a look at the projects that you guys have been sending in since the last episode via this form. And there's quite a bunch of emails that we can go through today, but I think I'm only gonna pick 3 or 4 websites per episode, because in the last Mailtime episode, most of you said around 25-30 minutes per episode, so that's what I'm gonna try. Thank you for the feedback, by the way. It's always really great to see the comments, and actually the guy from the real estate website from last episode actually commented, and he is going to implement these suggestions that I gave him, which is really cool. So I hope he's going to email us again so we can see the improvements. This was a really cool project, and I hope we're going to have some interesting projects in this episode as well. I have my coffee ready. I hope you have something for yourself too. And now let's get started. The first email that we're going to open is from Timo Wachtmeester. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can all see it. It is a web shop that sells horen. For the people that don't know what that is, it's basically these layers that you install in front of your windows or doors that keeps the mosquitoes out. So he's built a web shop. It's for middle-aged people, they say, so not super young audience. It's a client project. He wants feedback on everything. Just give me as much feedback as you want. Okay, very interesting project. Web shops are not always the most easy thing to create. So we're gonna click on it and see, Okay, so the website is in Dutch. Can we switch it to English? No, there's no language. But that's fine, because I think everybody can understand the web shop, right? So enjoy your insect-free home with our whore. What is actually the English word for whore? Mosquito nets. Oh, that word makes a lot of sense. Okay, so it's a mosquito net website, okay? These kinds of things. It looks good. First impression looks good. The logo, the logo is very outdated compared to the website, but this is probably one of these cases where the client doesn't want to change the logo. It's also pretty unsharp. I can even see it when I'm fully zoomed out. But yeah, first impression, really nice. It's modern with the rounded corners and everything. The 2 main colors are orange and green. So yeah, maybe also the logo needs a little update to match the website with the rounded corners. Just a suggestion. Maybe also the font. Just a suggestion. But that's more for his client. Okay, so we have a loop grid with products with very subtle hover animations. Yeah, it's nice. It looks good. Hierarchy is good. These are product pages. Let's click on one of the product pages. Which one do I like? I like this one. And after that, we're going to go back to the home. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so... Oh, there's even a calculator in there. Is that actually working? 350. Let's see. What has he done here? Yeah. Is it influencing the price? Yeah, it is. Okay, so he has even built a calculator in here. But this is custom. This is not basic WooCommerce. It looks really great though. It's very well balanced. It's just really good, this part. And then we have more. Okay. Yeah, wow, it's just great. It's a very nicely designed product page. There's an FAQ at the bottom. Okay, this is probably a basic footer for every product. Yeah, this is not easy to create. Product pages look really good. It's easy to navigate. Really impressed with this product page so far. So let's go back to the home page. Let's scroll. What is this? Do you not know which whore fits your window? For my window or for my door? Okay, let's see what these sub pages open. Looks very nice though, nice hover animation. So I'm just gonna open these 2 sub pages in a new tab. Oh, what is this? We have to choose for the type. Why? I think I would just first like to explore a little bit. Okay, interesting. Let's see the other page. Okay, same story here. Let's click on one of the thing. Is this a category archive? Yes, it's a category archive. Okay, so you have to first make a choice here before you actually see the products that are part of that category. And even though this page looks nice, I'm not so sure if this is what I would recommend, because what you could have also done is just show all of the products here and then have a filter over here. Maybe these images help, definitely they do, but it is an extra click and it doesn't really help people to just freely explore. Can I just go to all of the products, for example, right? I don't see a page over here that just shows all of the things that they offer. But maybe this is what the client exactly requested, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe what you could have done is just link straight to the main archive where you see all of the products and then make these images smaller. Just put them here at the top in a loop grid and then people can still click and navigate, but they can also just explore and scroll, because I think for potential customers it's not exactly clear what they need, and so to see them more than just one product would be nice, I think. Otherwise you're going to generate a lot of clicks. This is the first thing that I see. Again, the design looks good, the color palette is good, the balance is good. There's not a lot that I can say about the visual design. Okay, so here we actually have a category grid. So wait, is that the same? Or is this a different kind of category? Let's open it. Okay, so here we have another archive category page. What about this image? Is it not loading? Or is it just really small? Oh, it's probably adopting the height of this section. You see that? Probably. I don't know about this image. Maybe you can put it at the top so that it's more visible, or I don't know. But okay, these are different categories as well. But then you have to make a choice again from the beginning. So yeah, it's definitely nice to have this, but I would also add a page where you can see all of the products and then people can filter in that way. Then I think you have best of both worlds. Okay, this is all good. 3 reviews. Maybe you could have a little bit more with a slider here, but that's fine. What is this? Knowledge bank? The dictionary of words? What is this? Okay, so a dictionary for words that people might look for. Okay, there's not a lot in here. There's only a few. What is it? 5? So do you then need this whole page? I'm not really sure, but maybe this will become a lot more in the future. I like a kind of dictionary kind of thing. It's a good thing for the experience because you allow people to learn about your product. Oh, I see a little issue here. This image is not put on 100% width, and therefore it adopts the aspect ratio of the actual image. So you should play around with the settings over there. I guess this is made in Elementor. Let's check it. Yeah, definitely an Elementor website. And also WooCommerce, by the way. Let's continue. Oh, by the way, here, this is blue. But the main 2 colors on the website are obviously orange and green. What is the logo? Okay, the logo doesn't have green. I think the green works well as an accent color. And I would advise you to not add too many colors. This feels a little bit out of the palette right here. Oh, and this image is too... That's too unsharp for me. Like, I will zoom in, guys, so that you can see it. But this is where optimization goes a little bit too far. I understand you want to keep your images small. This image is probably very small. But this is a little bit too unsharp. So I would definitely make that a little bit bigger in terms of pixel size or less compression. Because now it's starting to look a little bit unprofessional. Okay, what is that? That's a blog, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's quickly open it to see. Oh, nice. I like the layout that it's not just center aligned. It says how long it takes for this blog article to read. 3 minutes. I like that feature a lot. I think more blogs should do that. Really nice sharing features here at the top instead of at the bottom. Also nice. Yeah, very nice. It has a index over here, so you can click to a certain part. Really good. Really good. Oh, it even has like a product grid here inside of the post. Also really nice. Yeah, this is great. Honestly, not much to complain about the visual design. Okay, let's continue on the home. Oh, that's quite a bit of text. What is this? Keep the insects outside, let the fresh air come in. Okay, we have a lot of choice. Okay, we can make it in all sizes. Okay. Okay, these kinds of text are more like for basic information, for somewhere at the top. You know, maybe somewhere over here, or maybe even, I don't know, over here. It's a web shop though, so I think the products are more important than these long texts. But yeah, okay, this just feels a little bit like your client has sent you a bunch of tags and then just said like, okay, this has to be on the website. And then you just made a section for it and you made sure it's here. Maybe it's an SEO thing, right? That it's all full of like keywords and questions that people ask. But this feels like a lot to digest. I'm not so sure about it. I think maybe it would be great if you would turn this into a tabs where people can click and explore instead of getting a very big block of text. I would find a different way. Oh, FAQ, very nice. Looks very good though. Yeah, it's good. I love it. Nothing wrong with it. Nice, simple footer. This is great to have in the footer. Oh, it's been built by Omid Design. Hey, we also found a designer in the footer. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so this is his website. Ooh, I love those buttons. Let's zoom in a little bit. I am starting to fall in love again with more like a little bit 3D and like shadows or gradients inside of buttons. Flat design is actually a little bit dying. And now like these 3D kind of buttons are coming back. And this is really nice. Really nice hover animation as well. Okay, so this is the guy that actually made it. Yeah, also nice. Like you can see that you understand the fundamentals of design. Something is not loading here. Oh, it is. Okay, but this is not the website that we wanted to take a look at. I just was curious who's the designer. Oh, there he is, Timo. Okay. Yeah, nice. Nice, Timo. I think your design is great. I just think you can do a little bit better job at this section. And maybe the website requires a little bit too much clicks to get to the actual products that you want. So just think about that. But honestly, this is great work. This is definitely a proper web shop. So yeah, that was it for this one. Let's go to the next one. And this email is from Aaron from Germany. This is a service-based company that applies for tenders worth 1 million or more. Examples, architects or hospitals. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Tenders worth 1 million or more for architects and hospitals. It's our agency website. We are trying to raise a perceived value of our service, as well as create authority and trust to be able to close clients from cold outreach. Okay, so it's a portfolio website. But then what is this? The target. Oh, okay, that's the kind of clients he wants to attract. He basically wants to attract big clients. So let's click on this website, conversion 10x. Wow, that sounds very marketing-like. So I'm expecting a lot of marketing. Oh, now, okay, we're getting a lot of animation. Damn, look at that. Whoa, okay, that was a cool animation. Oh, okay, wow. Conversion 10n. Can you handle 10x growth? Wow, that's very confident. Discover the secrets behind market leaders. Yeah, I was already expecting heavy marketing communication, and that's definitely what we're getting here. Oh, these texts are very small. What font size is that? Let's see. Ooh, 11. Okay, 11 is a no-go for me. The lowest I would go these days for these kinds of websites is 14. I would not go lower than that. This is really hard, especially for people that are a little bit older. They will really have to squeeze their eyes in order to see that. Also here on the backgrounds, this is, yeah, it's getting really small actually. Okay, let's see the video. What is happening when I click that?
The game has changed. It's no longer about how long you've been in business. It's about how convincingly you can position yourself to one suit.
Okay, they have a very interesting pitch. They're basically saying in this video that small companies like startups, they can grow really fast because the perceived value is very high, and that's what, of course, you can do with marketing. So this is how they position themselves to get good clients, to get $1 million business clients, which is smart. I'm not gonna lie, that's a smart strategy. This is definitely different from most other portfolio agency websites, which are more based on projects and skills. This is more like the benefit for the actual client. So they are really clear about who they want to attract, which is great. Oh, look at that. We get a 3D laptop animation. Why looks alone won't win high stakes deals. Yeah, that is true though. Okay, the contrast of the subtext is a little low. Okay, that's interesting. So for the list here, they're using a color that's a lot closer to black, and then the main body text is a very light gray. I think a little bit too light for the body text. But okay, let's continue. I'm just gonna scroll. Our laptop is still animating. Look at that. We engineer authority, not just eye-catching pages. Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's what the future of web design is about. I am not a fan of all of these websites that do way too much in terms of visuals. That's really cool. Designers love it, but clients don't. Yeah, I am just personally not so a fan of promising so much, right? Especially here at the top, they say like, can you handle 10x growth? And that's very confident, almost a little bit cocky, you know. So I'm not such a fan of that. But you know, I'm also a European dude. This is also a cultural thing, right? In some cultures, it's totally fine to talk like that. Personally, I'm just not so much a fan of that. Secure market leadership now. Yeah, the same type of communication. Nice visual design though. Oh, look at that. There's these 3D cards that they have used. Yeah, visually it looks good. It makes you want to explore the different cards. These kinds of cards are not so often used in Elementor websites. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. That's a cutout of a person in an X. Yeah, it's interesting here as well. The contrast is not so great because this background is already like light blue, but not super light blue. And then text contrast I don't think is high enough. But these are just, now I'm nitpicking. It's fine. It's just that I already saw it before and now I see it again. Okay. This is also a thing that I would not recommend anymore. Like these super thin text over here. The weight here is 300. It's not that bad, but for some fonts it just becomes really thin and it becomes quite hard to read. And it's also quite small. I mean, what is the size? Oh, 16. Okay, then it's just this font that makes it hard to read, like this. Meet our team. Okay, let's see. Oh, they're moving to a little bit too much to the corner, I think. Only the first 4 people. Okay, so you can. Oh, whoa! Look at that hover. Whoa, I've never seen that. Okay. Yeah. Transform first, then skill relentlessly. Oh, yeah, here you can see the contrast again. A little bit too low. Complete brand and digital overhaul. Stay visible, stay relevant, stay ahead. Ongoing growth. Okay, so they have one-time projects and ongoing projects. Okay, and then here in the corner, it says you're in good company, really small. I would not really do that. Like this section has already enough. And I think this is more like up to the viewer also to decide, right? So I'm not sure about this one. I think you don't really need that little thing over there. Okay, here are reviews. That's of course always great. Let's see if they also open a video. Yes, they do. So that's good. A review section is always nice. And then we have this section. What is this? Deep brand marketing authority integration. Traditional agencies. Oh, this is like a comparison table. Okay. I see. Let's scroll. Ooh, look at that. Okay, that's pretty cool. And that is a cool animation. Answers you need. Let's see. Yeah, this is just an FAQ with tabs. Oh, that's a smart thing. I haven't seen that a lot when you're actually putting FAQ questions in tabs. Yeah, I think that's nice. I think more companies should do that because often people don't want to make the FAQ list too long. But FAQ is very important to tackle objections, and it definitely increases conversion. So to just put it in a tab so you can have more questions is a very smart idea. I think it's the first time I see this. So that's definitely something that we can all save. Still have questions? Let's talk. Yeah, very confident again. And then the footer. So what do I think about this website? I think it's convincing. Definitely the video at the start was very convincing. And I think this section is also convincing. You're basically differentiating yourself from the competition. But I am not sure if you are proving it enough, because this website says a lot like, hey, we know what we're doing, we are better than the other people, we are very professional, we have very high expectations of ourselves, but where is the proof? I'm not sure about this company, but often marketing agencies have big promises which they cannot always fulfill. So then it's actually really important that you actually show some project where you made those results happen that you claim you are achieving. And we see this slider over here, which visually looks really cool, but it doesn't give the viewer any kind of proof of the things you are claiming, right? And so this website, I think, just needs some projects. I know we have the success stories over here, and that's all great. But I would like to see a little bit more data, a little bit more inside of the projects. Like, what are the things that you guys are doing? Have you actually 10x'd a client? And then how do you do it? So let's say that I have a big company. I would like to see a little bit more specific things because, you know, as big companies, they have already tried multiple things. They've probably also already worked with multiple agencies in the past. And so, are you guys really good at SEO? Because maybe they already pay an agency for SEO, right? Or are you guys really good at ads or with content marketing? Like, how do you achieve this 10x? That's what I would like to see a little bit more. Yeah, and then sizing of text, contrast a little bit more. But overall, a very interesting approach. In terms of storytelling, definitely something that agencies can learn something from. And what do you guys think of this one? Okay, let's move to the next one. This one is from Robin from Switzerland, taxi service. People who want a taxi or a taxi drive to school. Okay, it's one of my first word of mouth clients, which I made a taxi booking website. Okay, so you can make bookings on the website. And the website is also trying to build trust with nice web design, branding, and intuitive navigation. My client's goal was to have a more nice website than before, get more traffic. That's why I'm also trying out SEO marketing now. And that kind of stuff. My weakness. Okay, well, that's great that you know where you want to improve. He has left some additional notes. I don't feel confident in my style somehow. Like drawing something or handwriting web design has a personal touch, but I don't feel like it feels professional yet. Like I'm a kid drawing sometimes, even though it's somehow nice. That's really honest of him to say that. I think we all have feelings of uncertainty when we design. I actually made an episode about this in my design course, where I basically say that almost all designers have this imposter syndrome. Like, am I good enough? Is my design good enough? And the longer you look at your design, the more lost you feel. So sometimes you also need to take a break, but we don't always have to question ourselves that much. It sounds a little bit like he's questioning himself too much, but I don't know yet. I haven't clicked yet. We're gonna see if it's actually that bad. And oh, wow, okay. Interesting. So this is definitely not your average design. It's a German website. Let's keep it on German so we don't mess up the typography. Hochwertige Transferleistungen. I hope I said that correctly. There is a lot going on this website. Oh, the video background has stopped. Wait. I'm not sure if it's my internet or maybe the video itself is just really big. And especially if you want to rank for this in SEO, then the website speed is very important. So maybe you could work with a different video background. Maybe use YouTube if the actual video is not loading well enough, but maybe it's just my internet. For me, it's lagging. Okay, but yeah, let's just start scrolling a little bit. You don't see this kind of style that much. Oh, it's actually 2 images. The road and the car. There's a WhatsApp here in the corner. That's always nice to make a quick reservation. There's a telephone number, email, so it's easy to contact. Yeah, lots of buttons here, but okay, let's start scrolling. Oh, okay, 10% off your first ride. I can read that. Okay, here you can already make a booking. Yeah, pretty good. Nothing wrong with this. I'm not gonna make a booking right now because I don't want to order a taxi. But here we can see the prices. Bestellen, that means order. So let's see. Okay, here are some reviews that are nicely animating. Wait, oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so I think in Elementor, they have this effect that when you hover over the carousel, you can make it stop on hover. But that means if you move to the other one, that the other one is gonna start animating again. So you get this cool kind of interactive effect. That's fun. I haven't seen that before. Here as well, contrast a little bit too dark on this dark background for this gray text. Also this dot, what is that doing over there? Can you not just put this text into yellow if you want to have an accent color there? Okay, hier klikken, that means click here. I like the details over here, but this image is quite unsharp. It's very easy to turn these blocks into an SVG, so I would definitely recommend experimenting with that. But even a PNG in a higher resolution would not be that much in terms of file size because it's just 2 colors. PNGs become bigger, or JPEGs. You can even use JPEG because it's easier to compress. But they are not a big file size if it's just a few blocks like this. So I would definitely make that sharp, but I would try to start with SVG for sure. Okay. Oh, wait. This is the original language because it's German, but you can see that this text is going outside over here. That's, of course, not what you want. It's also... Wait, what is it? Left aligned or middle aligned? I am not so sure, but if there's too much text here, then just split it up in 2 columns and 2 columns in 2 rows. Because now it just looks a little bit clunky. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's great. Just some social proof over here. Do you want to order? Oh, even pick your car. Oh, wow. Very heavy shadows. So the whole website over here is flat design. Everything is flat. Is there any other shadow? There's no shadow hover on here. Everything is flat, except this 3D illustration. But then here you're introducing shadows. Wait, over here? No, also no shadows. So I would be more consistent with that. Just pick a style. The contrast between the white background and the yellow boxes is big enough, so you don't even need these shadows. What happens when I click on one of these taxis? Let's open it in a new tab. I like the animation. Okay, so we're going to the page of that car. Wait, did I click on that car? No, I clicked on this one. Huh? Wait, let's open this bus. What's happening here? We're going to /taxi service. Schülertransport. Okay, that's the school transport. Is that linked wrong? Wait. Lieferdienst? Okay. Taxi service. Okay, it looks like this image is linked wrong because it's going to a page where this car is. Oh, this is also another image. Okay, I would definitely change that because now it feels like you're going to the wrong page. Maybe it's still the right page in terms of text, but it feels like you're going to the wrong page because it's showing another image. So yeah, I would definitely change that. Oh, there's a news and update, but there's no posts. Well, if there's no post, then just use the new dynamic visibility in Elementor to hide this whole section. I'm now saying that it's built in Elementor, but I don't even know. Yes, it is built in Elementor. So yeah, you can hide this whole page if there is no content inside of the blog post yet. But yeah, you did a great job. I think you did. I would just minimize the style a little bit. Yeah, just applied a few things that I said. It is a bit slow though, the website. I don't know if that's me or that's the website. Oh, here, another thing. The styling over here is different from the form on the home. So here on the home, you have this type of form. So why not use that same styling over here? These are small things, not big deals, but that keeps your design consistent. Oh, a little white space over here, which you can delete. But yeah, not much to complain about, but the hero feels a little bit too much. So for example, over here, you have used the box container because the box container in your website is this wide. But then there's one word on the next row. So I would definitely just pick up this text and instead of making it 30, just make it a little bit smaller, like 26, for example, so that it can be on one row. And also over here, it is quite a lot to have all of the buttons in the solid form. That makes it feel a little bit heavy because you've used these colors here as well. I'm also not sure if you need this diagonal line. This whole hero section just feels a little bit too much, but definitely a unique approach. So I would say good job. You definitely gave it a personal touch. And with a few improvements, I think you have a great website. It's already pretty great. Okay, I think that was enough for this episode. I do want to do more because there's so many submissions, but yeah, you guys chose. The length of these episodes is around this time, so I'm gonna keep it here. I'm just gonna record the new episodes soon and just make sure that if you are filling in the form right now, that also make sure that you tell me what tools you use to make this website, because that makes it a little bit more interesting. Again, thank you for the submissions. I hope you found it interesting to see. And if you want to improve your design skills yourself, then you can go to livingwithpixels.com and go to courses, and then you can check out my web design course. Okay, that was all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.